In 2023 and 2024, a string of victories in the war on malaria gave the world a glimpse of what's possible. Azerbaijan, Belize, Tajikistan, Cabo Verde, and most recently Egypt were all certified malaria-free. These successes prove that elimination isn't a distant dream, it's an attainable reality. But this progress is dangerously fragile, casting a shadow over a much darker global picture. Because globally, malaria is not in retreat. In 2023, there were an estimated 263 million cases, a staggering increase of 11 million from the year before. The total number of deaths remained stubbornly high at 597,000. The WHO African region continues to bear the heaviest burden, shouldering 94% of all cases and 95% of deaths, with children under 5 accounting for the vast majority of those lives lost. Just 5 countries, Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Mozambique, make up nearly half the world's cases. The fight is also slipping elsewhere. The Eastern Mediterranean has seen a 57% surge in incidents since 2021. The world is now critically off track from its 2030 elimination goals. What's driving this backslide? A perfect storm of converging crises. In 2023, conflict and violence displaced over 51 million people within malaria-endemic countries. In places like Sudan, collapsing health systems leave millions without access to care. At the same time, climate change is fueling the fire. Extreme weather, like the catastrophic 2022 floods in Pakistan, triggered a massive malaria epidemic by creating vast, ideal breeding grounds for mosquitoes. This environmental threat is compounded by insidious biological ones. The parasite itself is evolving. In parts of Africa, it's developing partial resistance to artemisinin, our most effective drug. In other regions, parasites are deleting the very genes that our rapid diagnostic tests are designed to detect, making them invisible to frontline health workers. And a new adversary has emerged, an invasive mosquito, Anopheles stephensi, which thrives in human-made water containers in cities, threatening to bring malaria into urban centers on an unprecedented scale. Yet, even as these threats mount, our arsenal is growing stronger. 2 WHO-recommended malaria vaccines, RTSS and R21, are now being rolled out. A pilot program in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi demonstrated a stunning 13% reduction in all-cause mortality in young children. By the end of 2024, 17 African nations had introduced these vaccines. We also have new weapons for vector control. Next-generation insecticide-treated nets designed to kill resistant mosquitoes now make up nearly a quarter of all nets delivered. So we have the tools. We see the path to elimination that countries like Egypt have walked. But there is a critical piece missing. In 2023, global funding for malaria was just over $4 billion. The amount needed was $8.3 billion. This $4.3 billion gap is the space where progress stalls, where children die from preventable mosquito bites, and where the poorest households are pushed even deeper into poverty by out-of-pocket health costs. In March 2024, African health ministers made a pledge. No one should die from malaria. It's a powerful commitment, but without the resources to back it up and a relentless global focus, it remains a promise we are failing to keep.